Hi guys, welcome to Boxing Blog Center. Um, I guess when you look at the title of this video, you can already tell um what I'm about to say right now. Today, I did a video with my bros Olajude and of course Ty Ajabe, and of course we addressed the recent, recently updated heavyweight rankings, of which I'm gonna definitely show you guys right now, which I think is necessary for you guys to see. Um, but after that, I'm probably gonna talk about some real shit. So, I mean, looking at the ratings right here, you see Tyson Fury being the number one, Wilder number two, Joshua number three. After Joshua definitely defeated, I mean, after he defeated Andrews Jr. in a rematch, um, Joshua, of course, became the number one heavyweight in the world in the boss rate, which of course he definitely deserved to be. You know, his loss to Andrews Jr. was of course a learning curve, you know what I mean, for him. That loss made him who he is. That loss kind of made him realize that listen, nobody is invisible in the heavyweight division. And a lot of people kind of Joshua out, including the bookies. Not everybody kind of Joshua out, even though Joshua, was a slightly the favorite to reclaim his throne. If you're watching right now, of course, like the video. If you're watching, I'm giving you guys nothing but exclusive. You know what I mean? You guys haven't really seen me like this. You usually don't see my face. I love in Chinese virus. So, um, Joshua has kind of done a lot for the heavyweight division. You know, he's probably the only guy that has brought the heavyweight division back to where you know he should be. Now, like I said before, his loss to Andreas Jr. was, of course, a learning curve. Was a warning and was a lesson for him to learn on, and of course know that listen, in this game, there's nothing like invisibility. You know what I mean? He came back stronger, defeated Andreas Jr., reclaimed his throne, and after I lost that fight, it was of course he became the number third, in the weight rankings. You know, governing bodies and then all boxing organizations, which is logical because it's already lost. Despite him still having the best resume, despite that, you know. So, he got his best back, beat up and the original rematch, gave him a boxing scholarship, which we all saw. So what the two happened. What's up, bro? Ahmed Ogumboye. What's up, Ogumboyejo? Well, I don't know how you pronounce it, bro. Ogumboyejo. Yeah. What's up, bro? How you doing? Hope you're fine. So, and we also the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder rematch. Proud to that, Tyson Fury and Wilder always were claiming supremacy over Joshua, saying, "Oh, Joshua already lost and all this stuff." But nobody ever kind of hoped, or nobody ever saw the fact that the winner of that fight will become number one. I didn't see that, but I know why all these things are happening right now because the game, the boxing game, and the boxing organizations, I mean, they don't like Joshua one bit. They don't like the fact that Joshua is, of course, making progress. Joshua is, of course, doing things that all those guys have never done before. In fact, even for Bosworth to come and say, "Oh, what he's saying," Joshua kind of he brought the every division back to life. It has something, the other guys haven't done before. It's just out of fact. Like there is a wall, you know, surrounding the heavyweight division right now, and it's crazy. Hey, shout out to Gentleman, my bro, Tajagbe. That's you, brother. Let me kind of add you in your, let me. I thought I talked about let's doing it live like this, but I've got to have my bro. Yeah, my bro is here, bro. Because yeah, you guys can of course join. I'm gonna be giving you guys classics like this every night. Bro, click the link. Click the link there. That's the link to join right now, and you join me. Shout out to my brother Tajagbe, you know what I mean? Who of course just donated the sum of 4.99, dollars. The thing is, listen. So let me continue before my brother join me, right? So Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder all claim supremacy. You know what I mean? Despite them having um lack of credible opponents in their record. Now, if we should start looking, because right now I'm gonna go deep. I'm gonna go deep. You know what I mean? If we should start looking right now into the resume of Fury, let's just take a look at the resume of Fury first. Him being number one, okay, I understand what they're trying to say right here, what they're trying to do. But let's take a look at it, right? Should we? Shall we take a look at it? Okay. I'm gonna like of course search it out here. And I'm gonna go to it because it is very necessary for us to see other things and understand it. There's like you look at the walls surrounding Anthony Joshua. These guys always putting Joshua in a situation where they know that he has to say something. Joshua is not a talkative guy, so he just kind of keep calm in many stuff. But we are the one who's gonna have to speak for the champ for sure. And when I see injustice, I notice it. Tyson Fury. Now, looking at his record, his resume here, he has 31 fights. Okay, he's had 31 fights. Let's of course look show it right here. Let's show it so that you guys can see it. Let me show it to you guys. Yeah, bro, what's up? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, thanks for the donation, brother. You always supporting the channel, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. You gotta start somewhere, man. You put some you put some good stuff out there, bro.
Yeah, man.
Some good
I always
topics.
try my best. So we look at Tassim because we did a video today about this. We talked about this as well. Stuff. I wanted to go live for this because it's very necessary, very compulsory to go live for this because I felt like the injustice is very clear, even to the visible, even to the blind. Even it is very visible to the blind. It's clear for the blind. Usually don't see, but it is clear for them to see that the injustice, you know, the games being played. How can Tassifury be number one? It does not make goddamn sense. Let's go look at Tassifury's resume right here. By the way, shout out to everybody commenting right now. Shout out to Handy. Shout out to anybody. You guys can comment. You can join. Shout out to shout out to Shooks, Chijoke, shout out to Chijoke. You know, uh, Shout out to everybody who will comment. I'm not seeing everything, but I guess it's coming. Just keep commenting and keep supporting Boss Blows. Some of you guys are seeing my for the first time. Because I don't usually show my face like this, but there. So like, man, let me do this shit, bro. Maybe better for you guys to see my face because some of you guys don't really know who's behind the mic. Some people even think I'm a whole Chinese man. I love seeing Chinese mirrors. I'm not a brother. I am, a Nigerian guy, understand? Young Nigerian guy, man. So, yeah, taking a look at the Tyson Fury's resume right here, in his first fight, he fought Bella Gionyosi. Okay, the guy already had about 9 losses on his record, just 3 wins. His second fight, he fought a good guy with a good record, Marcel Zella, with 3 losses, 21 wins. And his third fight, he fought Danny Periatko. The guy already had like 20 losses on his record, 20 losses. The fourth is in his fourth bout, he fought Lee Swaby, a guy with already 22 losses. In his fifth bout, he fought Matthew Ellis, with 6 losses, 20 wins. Then he fought Scott Belcher, with only one loss and 10 wins. And he fought Alexander Selezes, 6 losses, with 6 losses. He fought John McDermott. This guy is the one that beat us Fury. This guy beat us Fury. That McDermott beat us Fury. Who will argue right here? If you're Fury fan, come argue it. McDermott beat us Fury. If you think I'm lying, go back and watch that fight, bro. McDermott beat Tyson Fury in that first fight. He beat him because Tyson Fury was tipped to be the next great British fighter. Of course, with the help of, I think it was with Mick Ennis at that time. I think he hadn't
Yeah,
he
yeah,
hadn't
yeah,
signed
yeah.
with. It was with Mick Ennis in the way, like I think so. So he fought McDermott, then of course got beat, but got gifted a win, and he fought Tomasz Mirazek. For you to know, Tasfiri knew that his last performance prior to that was bad against McDermott, and knowing that he lost that fight, he then went to fight a bomb in Tomasz Mirazek, a guy with 22 losses. And he fought Hans Young Blasco, with a guy with 3 losses and 9 wins. He fought. He rematched John McDermott. You see, he did almost the same stuff he did with Wilder. Fighting to Otto Wallen before rematching Wilder. You know, because it's sort of the first fight with Wilder against Wilder was not the first fight against Wilder was not like was a little bit shaky because he wasn't himself or he wasn't 100%. So then he fought Rich Power. Rich Power was undefeated with 12 wins on his record. Then he fought after that. After defeating Rich Power, this guy wanted to fight Zach Page, a guy with 32 losses on his record already. Then he fought Marcelo Nascimento, a guy undefeated with 30 wins. Then he fought Derek Chisora. Was undefeated at that time. Then he fought Nikolai Filter, 8 losses. And he fought Nevin Pagic. I don't know, Pagic. Then that guy was undefeated. Then he fought Martin Rogan with 2 losses. He fought Vinny Madalon. He fought Kevin Johnson. He fought Steve Cunningham. Cunningham was a cruiserweight. I mean, Tyson Fury fought blown up cruiserweights. Tyson Fury fought blown up cruiserweights. You know what I mean? Early in his career, that's just a fact, and you cannot deny that as well. So then he went on to fight Joey Abel Joey Abel with 7 losses. Then he fought Derek Chisora. He fought Chris Dehama. Chris Dehama was like had 3 losses at that time. Then he fought Klitschko, Seferi, Francisco Pianata, Deontay Wilder, Tom Schwartz, Otto Wallin, in these now you guys have seen the resume of Dr. Fury. What do you make of it? You know, what do you make of Dr. Fury's resume right now? I mean, it's just like crazy. You see what I'm saying? Like this guy has fought nothing but bums other than Vladimir Klitschko, and you can say Wilder is for nothing but bums. Okay. You might say the Chisora. Just the Chisora is like you know is the Chisora not a C level or B level fighter, bro?
Derek Chisora.
Yeah, isn't he a B level or C level fighter?
The Derek Chisora that he fought, I would say he was like a C-level fighter. The Derek Chisora now is way better than the Derek Chisora because now he realizes the potential he has, and he has somebody in his corner. He's more disciplined. The other one wasn't as disciplined. He was just too wild, man. He was entertaining, but he was too wild. He was not disciplined. You know, but I wouldn't count him as a a B level fighter back when Tyson Fury fought him. He wasn't really that good. But
I
I
mean,
think
when Tyson Fury fought him the first time, he was of course he was
he was
undefeated though.
dangerous. He was dangerous,
Yeah,
but
he was.
not enough.
He fought in a certain way. I think the Chisora changed his style in many times.
Yeah.
Um, at first he didn't know how to box properly. You know,
Hmm.
he was just a brawler. But now he's adding more technique to his arsenal, adding more tools as well. Now,
Yeah.
now
And
calculating
he
and
has a
knowing how
bit
to.
of a head movement, and he has a bit of a head movement. So just a bit, not a lot. But yeah. I think the Derek Chisora now can beat the old Derek Chisora. That's how much of a big difference of a gap they have right now.
And that is just how it is, man. Like it's just crazy how these guys don't give Joshua the credit that he deserves. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you're looking at the walls. The walls of Jericho, man. It looks like the walls of Jericho. You know, uh, that has been planted. You know, on Joshua. It's just like crazy, bro. What do you think about that though?
It's it's always gonna be they're not gonna give him the credit he deserves. Up until now, people are still counting him out. They're counting him out with Tyson Fury, saying Tyson Fury would destroy AJ. No, Tyson Fury would
Yeah,
not destroy AJ. Absolutely not. He would not destroy AJ just because he beat Deontay Wilder. Who everybody knows. We kept on saying that he cannot box for shit, and he went the 12th round with Tyson Fury when Tyson Fury came back. I already knew that was gonna happen. I'm like, if Deontay Wilder doesn't catch Tyson Fury in the first fight, it was gonna go to 12th round because Deontay Wilder cannot fight. Tyson Fury is an awkward fighter. With his lengthy arms and the way he fights, the way he's tall, and Deontay Wilder couldn't put him out. Tyson Fury has been inactive for a while. Really shows you of who Deontay Wilder's fighting caliber is. Deontay Wilder doesn't do half the shit that the heavyweight does. He doesn't run. He doesn't do any other conditioning. He even said so himself. So people got to understand when Tyson Fury fought Deontay Wilder, we all knew what was going to happen. A boxer always beats a puncher. That is like 80 to 90% of the time. And Deontay Wilder is a puncher. And everybody's been saying it, man. He can't box. All he has is that right hand. Till now, up until the third fight, we are saying it again. Deontay Wilder, he's lucky that he's getting all this time in, and as much time in right now due to this COVID-19. He needs the time. Hopefully, he could actually get his skills. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, but you could teach him how to better some of his attributes. His jab is not there, but he could really work on that jab to really help him out in the third fight. But what I'm trying to say is that, Deontay Wilder lacked the skills in the second fight, and that's what Tyson Fury capitalized on. He can't fight off the back foot, and I don't think he'll ever learn how to fight off the back foot because he needs to set himself up. Because he needs to stand still and really set the left hand to. If you watch him, he'll shoot that jab, just throw it out there. While he's shooting that jab, he'll take that left hand that he's shooting the jab with, take that hand and try to block, try to slap down the other fighter's hand, and then he'll throw that right hand. That's how he catches it. And Deontay Wilder needs to stand still for that. And Deontay Wilder, if he's fighting any other way, he's not gonna land that right hand. He can't go backwards. So that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be hard for him. He just needs to really work on shooting that jab and really learn how to capitalize on landing that right hand. And that's the only way I see him beating Tyson Fury in the third fight. But besides that, Tyson Fury absolutely capitalized off that of that second fight of him not knowing how to fight. AJ already said it. I know what I'm going to do to Deontay Wilder. There's a blueprint of Deontay Wilder that's been out there for a long time. Bermane Stavern showed us the blueprint. Duhapis showed us the blueprint. If you're a good boxer and you have a good amount of skill, you absolutely could look better than Deontay Wilder. Even Ortiz was winning 7 rounds out of that fight. Really shows you what kind of until he landed that right hand, and then he lost. And Deontay Wilder, people question AJ's chin. I don't question AJ's chin. He just has a weak point upon his head, which is a temple, which any other fighter can get hurt. But with that being said, I think Deontay Wilder doesn't have a chin and he could get knocked out, even by being knocked out by Tyson Fury. Imagine what AJ can do to him, And it seems like these guys, they don't really want to give AJ that chance. And I keep saying it right now. I believe Tyson Fury is avoiding AJ. And that's what I believe, man.
Man, I have to agree with you, bro. I think you're definitely right about this. I mean, the words being built around Joshua is just like, you know, the walls surrounding Joshua, the unified heavyweight king of the universe, is like huge, man. It's like too long, and it is crazy because you have to understand that Joshua has done nothing but bring good luck to the sport of boxing, and now they see a way to hit on the guy. Why do you think boxing? Listen. By the way, let me just announce from today henceforth, I'm not a pure boxing channel anymore. The reason why I'm saying it because the corruption is too much now. I'm probably gonna be covering other sport now. In fact, covering many minutes. And probably gonna change the name. How can you just remove someone from number 1 to number 3 without no goddamn reason, and you pull someone who already has a loss and got badly beat up, and not because of a loss, but this guy, we're talking about right now. One had never defended his status before, never. Okay, never. The other one, he's fought nothing but bombs in the past. I mean, he only has Luis Ortiz in the record in his resume. So that could have just made me laugh laugh in Chinese virus, bro. He made me laugh in Chinese virus. Man, what the hell? You just remove like boxing. I mean, Oladide said today, he's been politics. I think Oladide tends to find it. He tends to find things like this normal. What do you think about that, brother?
I think he realized that it's the politics of boxing, and honestly, it's been like that, and a lot of these fighters that aren't supposed to be in the. I mean, look at Manny Pacquiao for a second. Why in the hell is somebody of his caliber number 8 out of everybody? Number 8, and he just beat what's his name? that last fight he had. He beat Adrian Broner, and well, who's that other guy that he beat? I can't remember his name off the top of
Oh,
my head.
who's that? Who you mean? Which one are you talking about?
That guy that Adrian, I think Adrian Broner also had a clash with too not too long ago.
Is it
Um,
Mikey Garcia?
no, not Mikey Garcia.
No, 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 no. What was his name again? Jesse
He has
Vargas.
the he has the Indian. I believe his wife is Indian. I'm not too positive on that.
Keith Thurman.
Keith Thurman, yes.
Keith Thurman.
How is a Manny of his somebody of his caliber in at number 8? That you can see where Olajide is coming from with that. So you got to wonder, why is the rankings like that? And some of those fighters have now faced half of the opponents that Manny Pacquiao faced. Yeah, yeah. Terrence Crawford. Yes, he beat the opponent Manny lost to, which Manny got robbed from that fight. From Jeff, was it Jeff Horn? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
Manny
that
Pacquiao. Yeah,
that
he lost against Jeff. Yeah, yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. They
In
robbed him of that
Australia,
fight.
but
Yeah,
that fight was like I mean, that fight for him. Sorry, brother. That
no
fight for
worries.
him was it was a very skeptical fight in a way because it was like a surprise for him. He saw Jeff on as a guy who can just go and get out of there, maybe beat him up badly and move to the next one. But he never thought Jeff on will come up with a strategy that he's never seen before. I think Manny Pacquiao was not actually ready for that fight. Like he was ready, but he wasn't 100% for the fight. You know, he didn't take the rematch though. I don't know why. What do you think? Why? What was the reason you think he didn't take it?
Jeff Horn didn't want to give him the rematch. He avoided it until what had happened until I believe not Keith Thurman. Um, I just mentioned his name and I totally forgot his name. The
Terence
gentleman,
Crawford.
Terrence Crawford. I believe he was next in line. I believe he took a belt from Manny or something like that, and he was next in line.
But it looks
And
like
Terrence
Bob
Crawford.
Haram knows about all those things. I think after that bout, after Manny Pacquiao lost that bout, him and Bob Haram kind of became, you know, I mean, they kind of left each other at that point, right? They kind of like departed from each other, right?
Yeah, they did. Bob Arum and Manny, uh, you know, after a while, I believe Bob Arum couldn't really do. He wanted Manny Pacquiao to retire, and Manny doesn't want to retire. So Manny kept on looked somewhere else when somebody could, whatever platform could get him a better fight. So I believe that's what happened. Bob Arum thought Manny was done.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's true.
Way too late.
Anyway, listen, for me, I still believe the unified heavyweight king of the universe, Joshua, remains number one, number uno in the heavyweight division, whether the devil likes it or not. I mean, why do you think boxing has become? I mean, it's been always been corrupt. Why do you think boxing cannot like learn from the past? Like learn from the UFC, for example. The UFC, they keep things very very real, brother. You know, the best fight the best. I mean, what do you say? Like, how do you feel if you're a boxer? You've worked your way up. I mean, you worked your way up from the beginning of your career. I mean, you want to fight the best, and you've always set a goal to become, I mean, undisputed or become a world champion, and you want to fight the best to get to that position. And all of a sudden, that opportunity, that thing, after you achieve it, someone would just say, "Oh, now you are number one," even though you don't have the best, best opposition on your resume compared to your rivals. Like, how do you think that? Like, it feel? I think it is a very bad thing. It's very very bad. I must say. Shout out to Sonny Hay, who says good money, big bro. Yeah, well, Sonny Hay, what's up? Are you there? Are you Nigerian or what? Oh, where you from, bro? I mean, Ty. I mean, how do you feel? How do you think Bosa would feel about that? I mean, how do you think Bosa like feels about that? That having to work his way up, finding the best, and all of a sudden, someone would just say, "Oh, you're at number three, from number one to number three," without you know actually, without actually, giving you a credible explanation on why it is so. Before you speak, let me give a shout out to Don King Namani, shout out to you, bro. You say, let's go. So BBC, we love you, brother. Thanks a lot for support. It's always nice to have you guys here. I salute all of you guys. Ty, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
How do you think that feels, brother?
I think it's a bit of annoying, and people got to look at it right. Having to not AJ when since he started his career, you haven't seen him really retire or have heard of some serious controversy, unlike Tyson Fury. Hold on, Pharrell Montana said, "Bro, box rec is nothing, is nothing. Is not a boxing associate. I don't even like box rec. Honestly, I'm not even. They don't update the things properly, anyways. And half the
I
thing
mean,
is
I mean, I
outdated.
mean, I mean, box rec is kind of the only place you can go to look at, to check the records of fighters. Though, like, I mean, there are other platforms as well, but I don't know any fighter you like. Even fighters you've never heard of. Many of them are box rec.
That's true. That's very
That's
true.
what I
But
that's what I like about it. But I thought they're like their rankings are legit. But today just kind of showed me that these guys are even bought. They've been bought. Either they've been bought or they're just biased or they're playing politics. Maybe thinking that if we do change this stuff, people are gonna come. Maybe they are running out of controversies in a way.
well, but box rec, I never, like I said, I never even liked them. And with the whole country, having AJ be continuously, fighting and hasn't really retired, and we haven't had any controversies, and having Tyson Fury just come out of nowhere, out of retirement, you know, or out of so-called retirement, which I think it was a facade for him to. He needed to do that anyways, or he was going to get banned from boxing anyways because of the whole with this whole drug controversy. Remember he remember this PED that he was eating boar meat, and then they found some traces of steroids in the system. But unfortunately, what Tyson Fury did, right? He failed some other tests too. They found cocaine or whatever, and his excuse was, "Oh, he was in depression." No, his excuse was he was using it and he needed a way out. So he needed a masking agent for that. But unfortunately, he got. Hold on, bro.
No problem, bro. Yeah, we have to wait for our brother, Jabwe. But before it comes, let me, of course, read some of you guys' statement right here on the live chat, the comment in the live chat. Shout out to Farah Montana. Shout out to Williams Eden. Shout out to Boxing Community.
Yeah, bro. My bad. Sorry about
Okay,
that.
continue.
Yeah, so like I said, Tyson Fury needed to do that because it was like he needed to really step away from the boxing, or he was gonna get banned because of the whole PEDs. You know what will happen if he gets caught with PEDs.
Mm-hmm.
He was gonna get banned from those from the from UK anyways. Look at his license; he voluntarily gave that up. You know, I'm not mad at him, because he already did his time anyways. He already fought his demons and whatnot. But if he didn't take that step, it was gonna happen anyways, and it was gonna blow up, and all the Klitschko bout, those losses will probably be turned into no contest or whatever. So he needed to actually step away from there. Don't get it twisted. Tyson Fury did in fact use PEDs. I'm a big Tyson Fury fan, as well as AJ, but Tyson Fury did in fact use PEDs. So let's and how can a guy come out of retirement and then fight? I understand he needed a warm up. He did fight those warm ups, but all of a sudden, like, he beat Wilder, and then he's number one. Come on. Yeah, if in order for you to be number one, I need you to face AJ. I need you to face Dillian Whyte. I need you to face some of those, really clean out that heavyweight, and which he hasn't done. So how can he beat number one? And AJ has a better resume, excluding Wilder.
Yeah, that's true, man. Let's of course read some statement from the guys on Light here. William Today says, "Thanks for your genius. Shout out to you, bro." Boxing community says, "I'm so sad. I might stop watching boxing. Too much hatred and bias ranking, bro." I tell you that. For me, I mean, boxing is a sport I love and all the stuff, but I'm getting tired a little bit of the one-sided attack. I mean, Joshua has been attacked by all these guys, and yet the guy he's the one that actually keep things real. Without Joshua in every division, would be definitely poor, because we already know that Wilder and Fury, they don't want to fight anyone good. They can't even fight themselves 2, 3, 4, 5 times. They don't even care about it. But you're gonna get bored if you keep seeing the same fight over and over again. You know what I mean? So that's how it is. But before we go right now, if any of you guys want to join the live chat, the link is of course right here. I posted it already. You can just click on it, join, and and give your take right now within the next a minute or two before we vote. I mean, we're gonna I was supposed to do an exclusive interview today, but probably tomorrow I'm gonna work this out, and you guys you should be expecting that interview. Is gonna be epic. Is not what you guys are gonna be entertained, because me and Ty we are gonna be cooking some stuff, So stay tuned for that interview. Exclusive, I tell you guys that. I love in Chinese barrels. So, Ty, you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm still here, man.
Yeah, man. Before we vermouth, well, what do you think? I mean, would be next? Do you think they might even put Joshua? They might even remove Joshua or put him way down than they have already? Because, and if you look at the ranking though, why is Andrew Jr. ranked higher than Dillian White? I want to be straight on that, bro.
Yeah, that one's unbelievable to me. I don't get that just because he beat AJ once, but who has Andy Ruiz actually fought on his record is my question. I can't even name somebody off the top of my head other than Parker and Dmytrenko. And okay, Andy Ruiz beat AJ, yes. Andy Ruiz lost to Parker, yes. But Dillian Whyte lost to Parker and beat AJ. I mean, Dillian Whyte beat Parker and lost to AJ. So how is that ranking even plausible or possible, if I may say, in box rec? That doesn't make sense. Dillian Whyte has a better record than Andy Ruiz. Dillian Whyte has a better KO percentage than Andy Ruiz. Andy
For
Ruiz
sure.
is not known to be a KO person. He doesn't have powerful hands. He just has fast hands.
This is what I'm
That's
saying.
it.
This is what I'm saying, bro. This is like it is strange, bro. And also when Andrews Jr. like after he lost to Joshua in a rematch, bro, you saw how the WBC like, gave him such like they were so quick to put him in their rankings, in top place, top position in their
Yeah.
rankings. But
And AJ wasn't anywhere in the rankings. Remember, they took him out completely. He was gone
bro,
from the
I
rankings.
mean the hatred towards Joshua is just crazy, brother. Why are people like this? You hating on someone's like success. I mean, they wish they had Joshua. They wish, even Tyson Fury, in as much as he's got the respect now. He still wishes he's like Joshua. All these guys, why don't you just, you know, at least try to build your platform the way Joshua did? I mean, that wouldn't be bad, you know what I mean? But I don't know, brother. These guys are just like the walls surrounding Joshua. Like, I mean, he's definitely is so tall. They don't want Joshua to be seen as. Do you think Joshua is already an heavyweight grade right now? I think he is, bro.
I think he's a good heavyweight, and he has a lot more to offer.
I
He's
mean,
still
if
young.
if Joshua if Joshua if Joshua retires today, if Joshua Fury Water retires today, looking at their resume, Joshua has to be the one on top. But I do believe Tyson Fury is going to be put there because of his story. Like Tyson Fury came out telling the story, saying that he had mental health issues, which I'm not, arguing, which I'm not going to argue because mental health issues, some people do have it, but I don't know how a millionaire can have mental health issues. I don't just get it. I mean, you have all this money in the world and all the stuff, you have everything you need. And I only know, me being from Nigeria, I only know people that have mental issues are mainly like poor people. Like, the money, they just like, okay, what am I going to do in it tomorrow? It's a different scenario. So for Tyson Fury to just develop mental issues like that, I was like a little bit surprised, but you never can count it out because, here in the West, things are kind of different. Things are a little different. Remember, Mike Tyson also had it. Mike Tyson also felt like that at some point, you know. So I don't know, man. Maybe just some people not being able to handle fame. Joshua has been able to handle fame so far. That's the credit they don't give Joshua. They don't give Joshua his credit. He's been able to handle fame so far. Look at Andrews Jr. Wasn't able to handle it. Look at Deontay Wilder. Of course, he handled a little bit. He was able to handle a little bit. Look at Asiviri, couldn't. Look at some other guys that made it before. They couldn't. Buster Douglas couldn't. You know, um, I don't know about Dillian Whyte because he's not yet famous. So, but we'll see what goes on. What happens though. I mean, give your take, bro. Before we vote, for those guys who want to join, you can join. If you don't want to join,
Well, I hope to see some. It looks like 2021 is a wrap for boxing. We're not going to see any of big fights. Unfortunately, it looks that way because when this COVID-19 is over, these guys have to start training again, and it takes a while to train. And by the time you know it, it's October, and by the time you know it, it's the end of the year, and 2021. Unfortunately, we're not getting that much in boxing, but whatever's left of 2020, let's hope we get some good fights, man. I'm crossing my fingers, bro. I can't wait.
yeah, brother. So it's what it is. So for those of you guys who are watching right now, make una like the video. Make una like the video. Make una share them. And make una support now. That's what I say. You understand? Maybe I need to report boxing more for PG Info now. So I go battle on. I love internet is ours. So guys, stay blessed, stay hungry, stay humble. As it is right now, we just have to see how it will play, where it goes. But I'm not going to keep my mouth shut. Okay, we're gonna be making video about it. This is injustice at best. I know Team Joshua, like, I'm gonna be quiet about this. because they're known to be very quiet people. They don't talk too much. They just make their money, do their stuff, and let it go. But I think this is an injustice because Joshua deserves to be number one. He has ended. He's shown the world that he is, of course, he's one of the most complete boxers currently right now. So I think it is a lot of respect. Stay blessed, stay hungry, stay humble, and go follow me on Instagram at Boxing Below. By the way, my bro, Don Baloni also, I told him to send me a message. Let me see if he sent me one. Um. Oh, I'm seeing it right here. Oh, that's good. That's good. Send me. I'm gonna reply to it very soon. Shout out to Demo Botilcelli. So he's gonna be telling me about. We're gonna be discussing about a very personal issue. If he wants to talk about it, maybe we might go live with him and talk about it because here in Europe, you know, you don't have to keep your mouth shut, bro. So many things happen. Some of our people they keep their mouth shut too much, and you have to speak your mind because if you don't, you never know what happens, brother. You know, but at the same time, you have to keep some things to yourself because there are too many aproko people, amiibo. The Yorubas would say amiibo people. You know, tell us something and they go, you get it for another place. You know, you have to mingle with Nigerians only. Try mingle with Nigerians as quick as you can because the average Nigerians only care about themselves, brother. It's just a fact. But Nigerians always look out for one another. That's what makes us special. You know, look at my brother here, Ty Ajagbe. I never thought me and my brother Ty Ajagbe would be able to would be that close, you know. But once I noticed it was a Nigerian, I got close to him. Nigerians always look out for one another. You know what I mean? That's just something that is embedded in us, you know what I mean? Maybe experience as well also made us like that, you know, experience, looking at the life, we've seen many things, but we've seen many things, you know what I mean? So we learn from that, we learn from our mistakes, and we come back stronger. So that's how it is, guys. Stay blessed, stay hungry, stay humble, guys. Cheers.